Alright, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. As we can see, we are taking a look at Verasity here on the daily time frame. And we can see quite clearly it's been doing pretty well recently, hasn't it? There's no denying it. If we take a little zoom out here, while I wait for my chart to load, for some reason it's not loading. You can see here, obviously, we've had this massive downtrend like this. Lower high, we've got a high of our bull market up here around 9 cents. Incredible number actually. And you can see we've got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Continuing to the downside, pretty much continuously looking for support. But you can see obviously once we got down into this area here, I was talking about it for literally months and months and months. So you can go back and check the videos if you don't believe me. Because a lot of people say that I don't say these things and that I was just basically chatting shit. But basically what I was saying was there's this big bullish divergence that we have been seeing for a long time here. Ever since we came down in this area, we have been forming that massive bullish divergence over a period really of about 6 or 7, 8 months. And then finally going into the new year, we did get a breakout here and that massive, you know, hockey stick parabolic move. Little bit of a coiling motion and the continuation here for Verasity. Obviously you can see we're starting to get some bearish divergences in the local area, so you could see a pullback in my opinion, maybe back down to this key level here. You can see this is a previous level of support here, flipped into resistance here, and now we've broken it. If we flip it back into support and get that continuation to the upside, that would be really good to see, wouldn't it? Because obviously Verasity is showing a lot of signs of life right now in the altcoin market. We've got this big bear market resistance that it did break here, coinciding with that 0.23 Fibonacci level. The Fibonacci pulled from this high to this current low of the bear market. And Verasity here really, you know, breaking out of some key levels and looking pretty strong, to be honest. Pretty nice to see. And if we just take a bit more of a look at the local area here on the daily time frame, you can see basically what's happened. We had that resistance that we've broken out of and that little range that we had. We came up, we smashed all of that all the way through the bear market resistance there as well, the 0.23. We come up to that previous key level that I just described, where we got a bit of a coiling motion like this, a bit of a bull flag you would say, or a flag in general kind of situation. And with such a, you know, parabolic bullish move, you would probably expect a bit of an overextension there. Although I was expecting a little bit more of a retracement, but we didn't quite get the retracement back down to the 0.23 there. But you can see obviously we coiled up, we got the breakout, a little bit of consolidation, and over the past few days a bit of continuation there as well. On the hourly time frame you can see this even more clearly. If we just take a quick look at what's happened, as I said, coiling motion here, we get the, you know, the breakout, the back test, and the continuation there. You could have easily put a long in this position and probably got away with it, as you can see. Once we broke this key level of resistance here, which you can see was obviously acting as resistance, we got the breakout, the back test, continuation. Pretty much the simplest trade you'll probably ever have, to be honest, but unfortunately I missed this because I was looking at some other trades and I was actually more interested in this Fibonacci level, which I did actually get a fairly decent trade out of. You can see I had basically my I had a short position on this Fibonacci, the 0.38, once we hit, because I thought that would be a very key level of resistance, and it did actually come into quite a lot of profit. But I did set my I set my stop loss to break even on this one. So basically, I thought we were going to coil up and maybe have a bit more of a consolidation. But we got the continuation and I got stopped out here at break even. You know, you win some, you lose some. On this one, I just kind of, you know, I basically got out at break even. And you can see here we got the continuation again to the upside for Verasity, which is on a bit of a rampage right now, isn't it? I mean, it's smashing through lots of levels pretty quickly. And the volume is massive as well. Lots and lots of volume. The most volume we've ever seen on this chart on KuCoin. By a long way, as you can see, this massive spike of volume here. So interesting to see how the volume is increasing over time for Verasity here, and I do think this is probably, you know, the way that it's going, it could easily get up to some of these higher Fibonacci levels fairly soon from what we've seen. I am bearish on crypto overall in the short term, but you know, Verasity right now, it's made a very nice higher high, hasn't it? It's broken through 2, you'd say maybe even 3 key levels here, which these are all lower highs, weren't they? So this is your higher high for sure at the minute. So if we come down, make a higher low and get continuation, that would be interesting to see, wouldn't it? So for Verasity, for me personally in the short term, I do think this is probably going to run out of steam in the very local period quite soon. We could hit the 0.50 Fibonacci here, but I do think potentially we're going to start getting a bit of a drawback at some point. Obviously the bearish divergences, as I said, starting to come into play here, and you could see ourselves, you know, coming up, hitting resistance and getting a pullback maybe to this key level that I talked about here, which is at around, what is this, 0.75%. as I said, previous support, resistance, flip back into support, continuation. That would be lovely to see, wouldn't it? But overall showing good signs of life for Veracity at the minute, and we're feeling pretty bullish on it, to be honest. Mid to long term as well, like 1 year, 5 years, I do think it's going to do very, very well. Obviously, it's a top crypto in our opinion. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching indeed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.